Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Friday, December 18th, 2020. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. There is a new chief in town. Well, not in town, but in Anne Arundel County. That's Chief Amal Awad. She was signed in yesterday morning, and she is going to be one great chief for the county. I actually spoke to two former chiefs who gave her glowing recommendations, and if that wasn't enough, the acting chief, Bill Lowry, had this to say yesterday. I've known Chief Awad since mid-1990s. I know you're getting someone who has a genuine heart for people. She also understands the accountability that coincides with the position she's getting ready to take. You are in wonderful hands. And as the new chief adjusts the video camera, because it was on Zoom, she did say we must be willing to have conversations with one another beyond our comfort zones related to race, equity, diversity, inclusion, and opportunity, not to encourage division, but to provide for greater understanding of one another and to unite us. Personally, I think she is going to be a great choice. I did tell that to County Executive Stuart Pittman last night when we spoke on the phone, and we finally did get that halfway through his first term interview in, and I will be editing that this morning. And we'll have that out as a bonus podcast a little bit later on this afternoon. So if you want to get the thoughts of County Executive Stuart Pittman, make sure you're looking out for that. Some scary moments for some people on Spirit Airlines Flight 696 from Las Vegas yesterday morning. It had just landed at BWI Marshall at 6:18 a.m., was taxiing to the terminal when it slid off of the taxiway. The airport fire department did respond. They did bring all sorts of airport shuttle buses. They deplaned the passengers right there on the tarmac, and they transported them all safely to the terminal. There were no injuries, and the situation was resolved about 2 hours later. But what could have been a nasty situation turned out to be okay. Yesterday afternoon, Governor Larry Hogan addressed the media and the public, and he is now requiring Marylanders to limit travel for essential purposes only. He said that contact tracing shows that social gatherings and travel lead to the highest risk of coronavirus exposures, and anybody that travels outside of Maryland or travels into Maryland must either obtain a negative COVID-19 test or quarantine for 10 days. Now, Delaware, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and Washington, D.C. are exempt from that order, and he says he does not plan to aggressively enforce it, and he is going to rely on the honesty of the residents of Maryland. The governor also did say that all state agencies are going to suspend any in-person customer service operations for 2 weeks beginning December 21st. And then some more restaurant/COVID news, and this one's a little bit sad, but Carroll's Creek Cafe will be closing through March. In an email sent out to customers yesterday morning, Jeff Jacobs, who is the owner, said partially, all of the experts have said to stay at home and not go out. November through late March has always been financially difficult for our restaurant. If we were to open up in January to March, we would have twice the losses as we normally do. It does nothing to sit and complain, but it is what it is. He said that if we were to survive and come back strong in the spring, there was no other choice but to stay closed until April, when they could again utilize their outside decks. Jacob said it was a very difficult decision, knowing that our staff, the backbone of our business, would be most affected by our closure. We are doing everything that we can to assist them, and we are in the process of planning a benefit for them. Details will be announced soon. And this statement really stood out for me as, boy, what an upstanding company this is. This holiday season, we have sold many gift cards with an additional bonus card. We would like you to know that if you are uncomfortable with keeping the gift cards until we reopen, a full refund will be issued for any gift card purchase made after November 1st, 2020. In addition, they are going to be extending any promotion with an expiration date by adding the amount of time that they are closed to that date. Jacobs did close out the email saying, stay strong and healthy. We'll keep the crab soup hot and the beer cold. Carroll's Creek will be missed for a couple of months, but boy, what a great restaurant to have here. I can't wait for them to open up, and I'm making a New Year's resolution to make sure I get in there and try their French onion soup and any one of their entrees much more frequently. All right, and as we wrap up, I hope you were able to get out to one of the Midnight Madnesses. The final one was last night. It was 11th hour. I was down there and wrapped up all of my holiday shopping, had a great time, ran into some great friends, as always happens during the Midnight Madnesses, and all of the stores were open and welcoming. More importantly, the people were behaving. Everybody was wearing masks, keeping their distance, and Annapolis as a city was absolutely sparkling last night. You want to go to the All Annapolis Facebook page, check out the pictures I uploaded last night. What a spectacular city we live in. But please, go support your local stores. They need our help. Buy local this holiday season if you at all possibly can. All right, and that does wrap it up for us today. As always, have fun, stay safe, enjoy your weekend, and we'll be back on Monday. And if you're someplace you can leave us a rating or a review, please do that. And make sure your friends, family, and colleagues all know about us. Other than that, you need to hang tight. We've got George Young with your local DCMDVA weather forecast. He's coming up in just 1 minute. But here is Rick Peters from Solar Energy Services.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services, with your Clean Energy Minute. Does your home experience power outages? Or maybe you're concerned about energy resilience in general? If so, that's another great reason to consider clean, quiet solar-powered energy with battery backup. You may have heard residential solar adoption has rapidly increased during the pandemic for multiple reasons, and many homeowners like yourself are adding battery backup and electric vehicle charging to their solar projects. And with Maryland's residential energy storage income tax credit, along with the federal tax credit for batteries when paired with solar, the economics are quite compelling, and that secure feeling is even better. So whether you're looking for clean energy, energy resilience, or overall peace of mind with solar energy, we can help. To schedule a free solar design, call us today at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net. But hurry, sunshine's a-wasting.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, December 18th. Yesterday brought some sunshine and calm to the Annapolis region after Wednesday's nor'easter, which dropped a ton of snow in many places in the Northeast, including an incredible 40-plus inches of snow in Binghamton, New York, with snow rates at times 5 to 6 inches per hour, including a 3-hour stretch in which they recorded just under 15 inches of snow in just less than 3 hours. So while we missed out on that big snow, the cold certainly settled in yesterday with highs only in the 30s, and it'll be another cold day today with mixed skies and highs near 40 degrees. But it will be a step in the right direction with Saturday following up with more mixed skies and slightly warmer temps in the low to mid 40s before mid to upper 40s on Sunday, with the general trend continuing early next week with sunshine and highs in the upper 40s to lower 50s Monday through Wednesday. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great weekend out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching DCMDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores. And also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Use our website each day at DCMDVAweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
Home. A word that invokes a feeling of belonging, of comfort, of love. If you know someone who is not able to go home for the holidays, please reach out to them and share some of that feeling, that Christmas spirit, so they can feel loved where they are, so they know they are home. Midshipmen, our military, contract workers, those with loved ones far away or in medical care. This holiday season, remember that a community is made up of people caring for one another. It's an honor to call Annapolis my home. Serving people's my passion. It's what I do best. It's the Neidhardt difference.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Ion Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.